Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about having a website as an artist, why it is super important for you. If you are an emerging artist and you don't have a website yet, you are not alone. More than 60% of our surveyed artists in our Instagram community did not have websites as artists. And I think it's a huge strategic mistake. You're missing out on great opportunities out there. You don't even know what you missed out. You could potentially make more money and save money using your artist website. Today, I'll give you 10 good reasons why you should have a website. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not trying to persuade you into purchasing anything. In the future, I will show you how to make a website, like a WordPress website, for example, as an artist. Consider subscribe if you have not yet. Hit that button and the bell icon as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. Reason number one, you need a website to appear to be more professional. Imagine you are sitting in this business meeting with a lot of professional people, museum curators, art collectors, and art dealers, and suddenly you present your name card with like Facebook account, and you're like, if you want to see my art, go to my Facebook. This is not professional at all. It's embarrassing. You know that there isn't a certification as a professional artist. There isn't a license. So the only way for you to be professional, to show that you are professional, that you are really focusing on your art, you are spending money and time and dedicated as an artist, is through your communication. And your website is the main part of your communication. And just by not having a website is showing that you're not a professional artist. And I don't even know what else to tell you. If you're not convinced, I guess you just skip this video. Number two, you will be able to have your domain name of your choice. Look, the domain names are first come, first served. So no matter how important you are in the art world, you cannot go to the internet service provider and justify for them to give you a domain name which has been purchased before. No, so you go to a ISP and you go and search like GoDaddy or whatnot. This is not a sponsored video, so go ahead and search for the domain name of your choice, like yourfullname.com or your full name dot your country code, or maybe your artname.com or your artprojectname.com. Just go and search a bench and write down the availability status of the domain names. If there are some that you think you cannot miss out on, go and purchase it now. So you have it for now, and whenever you need to use it, you can have it at hand, so you can like directly put it into use. And it's better than when you want it, it's already taken, because there are more and more people out there in the world, and I cannot promise you in 10 years it will be still available. I guess it will not be available, so go ahead and take it now. Number three, you'll be able to grow your domain authority. So one of the key things about domain authority is the history, how many years you hold this domain name. This is very linked to the SEO, which is the topic of another video, last week's video. It's like the good wine. The longer you keep it, the better it will taste. So if you want one day to take out your domain name and make a strong website for many people to see you, you need a long history. And by just holding your domain name, you can make a simple landing page. It's already very good. So again, this is working hand in hand with the point number two. Go ahead and purchase one before anyone else takes it, and start to grow the history for your domain authority in the future. Number four, you'll be able to grow your SEO. Go ahead and check out the last video if you have not yet. I will drop a link somewhere in the description below. Search engine optimization is important if you want to be discovered. For example, you want to be the best watercolor artist in Boston or the best artist in your region. You need to have a website, because your Instagram posts are not indexed by Google. No matter how many posts you do, how strong you are on Instagram, how important you are on Facebook, likely you will not show up anywhere in Google search results when people are searching for your niche. Likely they don't know your name, or they just know that you are this kind of abstract portrait artist in Boston. They try to find you, they search. You want to be the top one. So having a website is really the key of all of that SEO thing. So go ahead and have a website so people can find you. Number five, you can start building a mailing list. Mailing list is one of the best ways for you to to keep in contact with your old collectors and to lure your potential collectors into purchasing your art. You can send through MailChimp or another mailing list service provider to thousands of people to promote your art. This is really direct, it's really personal, it's really impactful. And how to collect that mails and to have your mailing list, you need to have a website in order for people to subscribe to your mailing list. And you can go to Facebook, Instagram and say, hey, you know, I'm an artist here, you follow me, please give me your email. One by one is not practical, really. Go ahead and make a website and start building your mailing list. Number 6, you can have a web store so you can sell your art directly to your collectors. Normally, if you sell on Saatchi Art, on Art Finder, you pay more or less 40% commission. That's a lot of money. If you don't want to pay that commission, you can sell your art directly using your web store. You can use Big Cartel, you can use WooCommerce, you can use Shopify. There's so many out there, Store Envy, I don't even know where to start. Once you have a website, make a web store, link to your website, start selling art, not paying commissions. If you do pay commission for the rest of your career, you are losing a lot of money. So having a website in the long run is saving you a bunch of money. Number 7, this is 7. You'll be able to sell print-on-demand merchandising and art prints, and you can do that completely passively. That is to say, link your website to your web store, to that POD service provider. I made another video on that. I'll show a link in the description below. So the thing is, you can make money laying in your bed, painting your art, taking a walk in the park. You can have passive income as an artist fairly easily by linking that POD service provider like Printful, Printify to your web store, to your website, all in one place. You can sell to your collectors original works of art through the web store and then POD the prints, and you can make a lot of money by like selling different products to different kind of fans. Again, if you're not convinced yet, keep listening. Number 8, you'll be able to sell downloads and digital content on your website. Normally, you have to go through another platform like OnlyFans, like Patreon, those kind of websites, and they collect around 20% commission. It's not a lot, 20%, but if you do that every day for the rest of your career, and you can pay a lot because it adds up. So by having that option embedded in your website, you can start collecting money from your fans by providing them with digital downloads. If you are a digital artist, you may be selling tutorials, maybe you are selling some kind of private video sessions, and you can all doing that from your website, not paying commissions, and it's more personal because people see that your website is your name, it is your domain address, it is everything with your branding, and it's more personal. And if people go to like OnlyFans or Patreon, they can see other artists and they can discover a bunch of artists, and their attention will be divided. So I would say for your branding sake, for the client retention, go ahead and have a website and have that option in your website so you're not sending people somewhere else. Number 9, your content is safe. If you have a social media account like Instagram, likely you can lose that account for one reason or another. I'm not scaring you. If this hasn't happened to you yet, because you're lucky. If you're an artist, likely you paint something beautiful like nudity, like boudoir photography, and likely if you paint photorealistic, people can be offended. If someone report you, your account could be potentially deleted, removed, forever vaporized from the internet, and you'll lose all the years of work, and you'll lose the contact to your clients, and it's very annoying. It can be devastating for your art business. And this has happened to my friend. Last Friday I went out with my friend Azu. She made an Instagram account and grew up to 50,000 followers, and because she's a bodybuilder, she's showing a lot of muscle, and she's a strong lady, well, literally strong, as you can see. I made some photos and videos of her. She's like a machine, and it's very impressive. And people saw her with, let's say, bikini, can feel intimidated, and I understand that you can feel intimidated, you should be, but people can be offended or jealous and say, I'll report her. And she lost her first account, almost 50,000 followers, and she lost her second account, almost 20,000 followers. It is not convenient to lose your Instagram account over and over again, and it could happen. It didn't happen to you yet, doesn't mean it will never happen to you. Nobody's safe from the term terms of conditions of service of social media accounts. So go ahead and have a website so you can retain your customers and keep in touch always, and your content is safe. Last but not least, you will be able to save a lot of money, time, and pollution from the hard-copied portfolios. If you are an artist, you likely want to show off your art with this kind of hard copy portfolios like the good old times in the art schools. But guess what? Today is kind of outdated. This is portfolio by artist Lee Wei that he gifted me around like 3 years ago when he came over to Spain, and it's very heavy, and he was complaining that excessive luggage, and he could only bring me one because it's so heavy, and also he couldn't afford printing too many copies, and it's not so ecologic. So with all of these reasons, it's no longer necessary for you to print a big heavy book that could be used for like a self-defense tool, or like really it's like a weapon to kill someone. It's so much better, instead of the hard copies, to have a website. You can design like videos or interviews, interactive content like gamification, everything. There are thousands of ways for you to use templates to showcase your art. You don't even have to code yourself or hire a programmer, and it's so much better, easier, and so much like economic, like cheaper than having a hard copy. So totally think about having a very nice visual presentation for your website with a personal signature that is in line with your visual identity for your online art portfolio. To sum up, I would say having a website would allow you to have a really professional brand image, to get directly in contact with your fans, to save money on the commissions, to sell POD and passive income, to present your art without spending on printing, without spending on the shipment of your portfolios. Is so much better and easier, and I don't know even how to like end this, because I think I can endlessly talk about the benefits of having a website. If you're not convinced, make sure to leave me a comment and tell me what you think and what is stopping you from having an artist website. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.